Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the IDU vlogs. Has anyone noticed? It's really interesting at the moment. We're getting a lot more people calling quite distressed because of not very pleasant experiences they're having with LACs. And I find it interesting that LACs have all of a sudden come to the fore, usually with many people, including us. The only time we heard from an LAC was just before a plane, and then until just after we got our plan, and nothing, crickets for the next 12 months until just before a plan, and then finished just after plan. But it seems to me that they've been given a direction to contact people to see how they're going in COVID and call me cynical, because many do, and see how they can make their lives more miserable or anxious, because boy, oh boy, some of the things that are happening they're mind-blowing. It's just, really? Do you think that's appropriate? We've had an incident where there's a person, a mum of two kids that have disability. Both of them are school-aged children. Both of them are now at home full-time, and both of them are struggling at home full-time, and mum's working from home full-time. And mum's actually, she works actually in the disability sector and working at home full-time. She has her own computer. She's been given a computer by work. And there's a lot of confidential things on there, and there's a work agreement that she had to sign, that she said, I will not use my computer for anything other than work. But she needs to they have one laptop that's a home, a family laptop, and the girls or the kids both need a laptop each for doing their therapies and things, or they desperately need a laptop each for doing their therapies. Now, the LAC has informed them that under no circumstances are they going to get a laptop, because although people were able to get them a week ago, they've shut that door now, and they've decided that we're going to use pigeons, because that's effective for a way to get therapies happening. Because, hey, we'd hate everybody to be able to get their therapies and have access, and legislation says you're not allowed to have an iPad. So legislation has not been changed because they're in lockdown. But anyway, that's another rant for another day. Anyway, this wonderful LAC, she did a few sweet things. She told this client that she should be using her own laptop in her lunchtime to be able to do Zoom. No problem with getting sacked, this woman. It's not the LAC's problem that she has a clause in her employment agreement that says, I'm not allowed to use this laptop for anything except work. No qualms with the fact that there is highly sensitive and confidential information on her laptop that she's not keen on giving to her preteen child to be playing with doing her therapies. No, not a problem with the fact that this woman who's working 8 to 9 hours a day should not have a lunchtime, or she should have a lunchtime. She should keep working in a lunchtime. That's when she should be using her computer for these people, these kids, to be doing their therapies with. And if that doesn't work, well, then her husband, who is on a lot more, he's had reduced hours, he's had reduced funds, and is under enormous stress and has a 45-minute lunch break. Well, what's the problem? He should be using his laptop in the lunch break. So then this LAC then informed this woman, if she thinks about going and getting a laptop, this LAC will make sure that her self-management is removed and she'll never be able to self-manage again. All veiled threats, all very nasty. None of it is fair and reasonable in any way. And then she rings to check to make sure she's not doing it. Nothing to give her support, nothing to help her, just kick her down, but do it politely, because we have learnt with the NDIS, you're not allowed to be rude. So when you want to step on someone, do it with manners. Passive aggressiveness, it's something that's amazing. Filters through a lot, Computer says no, but we're not being rude to you. How dare you be rude to us? Sorry, I'm digressing again. So anyway, that's That's an example of absolute bizarre and wrong. Another one, I've got a 2-year-old, or I've got a client who's got a 2.5-year-old. They have to still work because they're essential workers. This child is now, she used to go to childcare, now she's home full time. They have a completely different family situation happen because they've had other children come in and live with them that haven't lived with them for 5 years, and these children are quite young due to another situation. They're not computer savvy. So not only do they need to get this child to get her therapies at her age, her early learning therapies happening, they also need to be taught how to use a iPad or a laptop or whatever in the first place. Now, we got told by the LAC, well, that's not going to happen. No, COVID. Now, listen closely to this, guys. You mightn't have known it. COVID affects everybody. It has no different with people with disabilities than with anyone else. So therefore, NDIS does not support anybody on the NDIS with the COVID happening. You don't get extra supports at all because it's not disability related. Now, yes, I know that's a crock, absolute crock, but these are the things these people are getting told. They are getting stood on, spat out and kicked, and they're already under immense pressure. It is disgusting. I mean, they're only 2 little examples, but we're putting out this bushfire ongoing. We're putting out this bushfire with people with disabilities being treated really poorly by LACs who are making sure that their life is not being made easier. It's so sad, and it infuriates me. It makes me so angry. If you guys are having an issue with it, please give IDU a call, or oops, I lost my place then. Please actually email IDU at connect, CONNECT, at idareyou.org.au. If I move my head, you can actually see it up there, because we are here to help, and we're finding that an awful lot of people are needing help at the moment because things are not being done the way they said they would be done. There's a lot of, as I said, I'll name it, passive aggressive abuse happening out there, and it's not necessary, and it must stop. Stop. Okay. Thanks for listening to me. Until next time. Bye.